They were so clever, they were so, wow, look what we've built. It all backfired. Many scientists have got great knowledge, but they fuck up and blow themselves up. How many scientists have blown themselves to smithereens? Great intelligence. That's what you've done, and you've come back and you've done it again. With AI, there is a moment that's coming this time. Unlike Atlantis, because we have the sons of God from heaven, sons and daughters have manifested this time. Glory to our Father, that you all are here. I know you are. It's not religion. Fuck all to do with religion is. Get out of the circle of life, and get into the number 8. Enter the cross. Come out of the cross, brand new. Poof. And you've gone through the portal. And now you have a brand new start. Not to repeat what was done in the past. Yep. In Genesis chapter 2, verse 8 and 9. Well, perhaps just read verse 8. The Lord God planted a garden towards the east. This is the Garden of Eden, right? Towards the east in Eden. So he planted a garden in Eden. It was called Eden. And there he placed the man whom he had formed. Out of the ground. So this man, the first man Adam, with the DNA, was he born of a woman? Was he born of a man? Adam existed before. The first man, Adam, was actually in spirit the first son created. The same person. This is the truth. So obviously, why did he come here? Why did the first one come here? The first of all creation. The beginning. And then all the other spirits were created after that. I can't tell you when, but it was a time. The time began when the first was created. The first was created. Father created in his image. the spirit. But this time, he comes to the earth, the spirit, and he was put into, as it says here. And there he placed the man whom he had formed out of the ground. The man, when he received the Spirit of our Father, the breath of life, he became, now his spirit was awake in a temple that he didn't have before. His mission, what is his mission? To bring back what was lost. And what was lost? What did his brothers do? When they were privileged to come here, this wonderful new creation, 3D dimension, wow, what did they do? Fucked up. Fucked up. So we realised that the purpose for Adam to be here on the earth was to bring his Father and his kingdom to sort this place out. That was his mission. He placed the man whom he had formed out of the ground, and the Lord caused to grow every tree that is pleasing in the sight and good for food. So all the trees, every tree you can imagine in this beautiful park, garden, paradise, just a small part of the earth, because the rest of the earth is fucked. So what they did, and the remains is still there of the destruction. Has there been nuclear wars before? Oh, yes. And they're trying to bring that again. What happened in Atlantis will not happen this time. The kingdom of our Father is here. It will not, and I repeat, will not be removed. We are like trees planted, firmly rooted. Listen, every tree that is pleasing in the sight for good food, the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, a real tree in the midst of the garden. Of course, the tree is going to represent something. Listen. Trees of life, the tree of life, also in the midst of the garden. And here's another tree. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So here's Adam. Brand new. Brand new. And he's faced with this event that's coming up. You all know the story. Cut a long story short, Adam, the first man, his temple nearly reached 1,000 years old. And then there was giving up back to Father. A new assignment, because it was a failure. And the second Adam, the same person, would come back and fulfill the promise. What he tried to fulfill when he first came here as Adam. Now I know this is way over the top of people's heads. These religious people will be going, heresy, stone him to death. So what are these trees? So yes, we've established that they are little trees. What's going on here? What is going on here? Genesis 3. I know I'm reading ancient texts, but listen. You would read history books, wouldn't you? This is a history like no other. It's a good job it's recorded for us. Otherwise we know nothing. Genesis 3. Can I have a crack? Oh. No cracks. Oh! Oh yeah, man. It's lovely when I get a crack. It feels so good. Are you laughing at me? It's not funny. Now listen. Where am I? Then the Lord God said, behold, the man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. And now he might stretch out his hand and take also from the tree of life. This little tree, but it had a representation for us to understand what a tree is a representation of. And take also from the tree of life. This is what he would be doing after he'd taken the forbidden fruit. So it says here, therefore the Lord said to him, send him out from the Garden of Eden. Oh man, outside the Garden of Eden, what was it like? That was rough. To cultivate the ground from which he was taken. So he drove the man out. And at the east of the Garden of Eden he stationed the cherubim and a flaming sword which turned every direction. To guard the way to the tree of life. He wasn't allowed to even touch the tree. Out he was. Get out. Get out of paradise. Go on, this is what you've chosen. This is your free will. Your assignment.